So I was talking to my cousin the other day on the phone who owns a restaurant, and great guy. He's been fighting his whole career building a great restaurant practice, and he shared with me how last year, pre-pandemic, he did $60,000 in receipts in December. And he said this year, 2020, he's going to be lucky to do $10,000 in receipts in December. And December's a big month for those in the restaurant industry, and we started getting into the fight he's going through and what does that look like. And in his voice, I heard fight and I heard hope. But in so many other voices of folks I've been working with and coach and talked to over the days, sometimes there's a lack of that hope and it turns more to despair. And so many of us feel like prisoners these days. You know, I hear that word from people. I feel like a prisoner in my home because we're in lockdown. Here in Pennsylvania, there's more uncertainty coming our way. We're hearing stories of us going into further lockdown. But, you know, there's young people in their homes that can't go to school. There's elderly people that can't be with the ones they love, feel isolated and feel imprisoned. And, you know, when we go through this, who can we learn from? And I'd like to think about, I saw this article in Forbes magazine written by Chris Cancelosi back in May. And it's a story that I've told to many others. And I love the story about POWs in Vietnam and how they dealt with it. And there were three types of POWs, three approaches to dealing with being a POW in Vietnam. The first group of folks had this embracing of false hope. Right? This is where they thought that things are going to end and they're going to end by this day. And when that day comes and goes and nothing changes and we're forced to embrace this continued normal, right, for our situation of lockdown, we lose some hope and we lose a little piece of ourselves. The second group of folks, they just lost hope altogether. They gave up, right? And that's real easy for some of us to do because how often can you keep getting kicked in the teeth before you give up? The third group of folks were the ones that found resilience. They were able to find resilience in the face of this incredible adversity. And this is where General Stockdale was. General Stockdale was a POW. The Stockdale Principle was made famous in the book Good to Great by Jim Collins. And it says that we're gonna face the brutal realities of our day with the hope and optimism that we're gonna overcome. And that's where I hope we find ourselves. I hope that's who I'm able to be tomorrow for my family, for my firm, for my clients, and all those who count on me. And I hope that's who you can become. I hope that we can face the brutal realities of today with the hope and optimism that we're going to overcome because we know that we're going to get through this. We don't know when, and we don't know what victory is going to look like, but we know we're going to win, and we know we're going to get to the other side. So face today with some resilience, find that hope, and whatever it might be, sometimes it starts with finding gratitude, but find that hope, embrace some gratitude, and let's keep fighting through for wherever we go.